Look, I'm not gonna say that the season has been slow, but I will say that compared to where we were in season 1, it's actually very similar, shockingly enough. As, yeah, we didn't get to like the multiverse shenanigans until around episode 5. We were locked the fuck in then. And right now, I feel like the real issue Fionna and Cake is having is simply this. Unequal stakes. Yes, I still like the writing. I think Fionna is like, her whole love life being a mess is delicious. I'm liking all the stuff we're getting a Huntress Wizard, even though it's like, it's giving context, and I'm looking for like, okay, let's progress her character. And then we got Finn fucking dying. Yeah, that man laid out. We are getting fan service, we're getting ooh, and it's just there with so much more going on. There is like a ticking clock that the other half of the series is not fully like getting behind. I know we're building to it. It's like, oh, we're gonna go in one of these days. But at this point, compared to season 1, where it was like, okay, immediate mystery. Oh, immediately Cake is an ooh. So much intrigue, so much hype. Stuff was continually getting more and more interesting and intriguing. This is a much slower, much more like methodical paced show. And while I enjoy that, the difference, the expectations, the schedule, yeah, it's kind of doing it slightly dirty just like from a fan perspective. Though whatever you can say about the fans, the marketing did it so much worse. It's like, what, we got one teaser a few weeks before, then like one promotional image before that. We got like the official announcement came out via a leak. Shit was wild, and Fionna and Cake deserves so much better, as it's the only fucking Cartoon Network show that's on WB anymore. You think I'm joking? Look at this picture. All their promotional material, all these cartoons are gone. All of them. Cartoon Network is officially dead, so let's try and enjoy what little nuggets we have left before even those are taken away from us too. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one, I guarantee it. Okay, we're getting Marshall Lee's backstory, aka we're gonna be getting the Ice Queen, aka the Ice Cream Lady. Honestly, that just made a lot more sense to me. But yeah, we have not gotten any news about Marshall Lee and his home situation, as we know that in the main universe, Marshall Lee didn't have jack shit. She was raised in the apocalypse, her mom died, and her dad's a fucking demon who is also a bum. She didn't have it easy, but she had Simon. That man is like the only reason she is anywhere close to being well-adjusted. So for this version of him, that apparently we all could assume was raised by his mother in some twisted, oh yeah, she's really forcing him to be her heir kind of sense, where does the Ice Cream Lady fit into all of this? I theorize that she gave him his love of music, and based on the promotional image, I am 100% fucking right. I called so many arcs in the show that I'm kind of proud of myself. Oh yeah, if you've ever had a slow day at school, this is immediate flashbacks of doing absolutely anything to fill that time. It's murder, it's painful, but more importantly, imagine having to do that shit at your own house. Yeah, imagine like your mom just says, okay, you're just gonna sit here while I work and I'm going to basically tear up all the shit that you've been doing and all this freedom of expression crap. I wouldn't want to be associated with that woman either if I grew up to become my own person. I also grew up to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just move away and never associate with her again. Like again, like that's the most reasonable response to probably this environment. As also that looks like a private school outfit, and I cannot imagine Marshall Lee, even as a young kid, was really enjoying any of that. I'm gonna be honest, I thought she was gonna hit him. Don't know why that's where my mind went to, but I had that quick moment of fear, like, oh fuck. She's just sending him away with some money. I figured this is Adventure Time, they wouldn't go that full route. But Fionna and Cake has consistently surprised me in how it handles like deeper topics than we expected. So it wasn't outside the realm of possibility. God, I can't pronounce things for shit. Oh.
May I get, 2 scoops of double fudge delight?
Sure, kid. Coming right up.
God bless Grey Delisle and her ability to sound amazing and everything. She's one of those actresses that I truly think can do no wrong. Even when she is probably phoning it in, she gives her absolute best and you can never tell. As she is always so consistently good and able to put just enough spin on her voice that she's always able to beat the repetitive allegations. She is amazing, love her and everything. God, I wish I could say the same shit about Tara Strong.
I apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh.
Mess is welcome here.
Yeah, that's his mom. And this poor kid shuddering at the idea like, oh, I made a mistake. And she's like, no, baby, it's all good. Trying to make him feel as safe and happy as possible. We're all suckers for that lonely child, older parental figure dynamic because it's been just done to death in everything, especially video games. Oh my God, a Simon and Marceline Last of Us style game would go so fucking hard. I kind of really need that right now. That's not a good sign that we have a random stranger. Now, this is actually something that someone pointed out on Twitter, that there has been something that's been following Marshall with like square glasses, I think. So if I were to make a gut assumption, Marshall's mother is sending out people to spy on him constantly, even now that he's grown. And she's probably done some threats to keep those two apart after she started to be an influence.
I slept terribly.
You should have tried another dresser.
Oh, Cake, you are so fucking funny. But also, ooh, this is the shit where I was talking about like last episode, where Cake is still a cat. She's a sentient being, she can talk, but she's still a cat with those same tendencies, and she is about to be hating herself over it, as she nearly killed a guy yesterday. So I really want to know, like, tiny people, like, what's the deal with all the tiny people in this universe? As there's no magic anywhere except for apparently this. I honestly would love this, like, dream logic. Like, oh, they didn't think that deep. It was like a kid imagined, oh, there's just tiny people in a screen. And that bit of childlike wonder just made it into the world where everything else kind of got stripped of the fun, which is depressing. And everyone became depressed.
Come and get it, Huntress!
Oh, she looks good.
Nice.
The red
Did you
cape
get the
really
fabric?
works.
I can fix that too. Just later, after meeting up with Flame.
Girl, please, no, stop. Please, we know this isn't going to work. Though she kind of does need him to like get a venue and get like an actual thing going. But you're doing this for all the wrong reasons, Fiona. You're doing this because you want his dick, because you don't want to think about where you currently are at in life. It was kind of like what she probably got with him with the first time. I'm really waiting to see like how bad he actually was as a boyfriend, or if it really just didn't work out. As him being like inconsiderate and just breaking up with her via a text, red flag. But actually, like, in context, there might be a little bit more to it.
It's the source of green magic. And also a portal.
Also, I just clocked that she's wearing a face mask. Huntress, in putting her full outfit together, just got some cloth now to fully, like, complete her look.
My baby's an angel.
Babe, is this too loud?
You know, this is adorable in that sense that, oh, these two are actually polar opposites and now having to actually share the same space. I'm kind of surprised. Bonnie and Marceline are able to make it work because they've known each other for literal centuries. These two are gonna have their own little, I assume, scuffles at the start as they try to figure out how to make this actually work in probably a tiny ass apartment. So Marshall seems to be very like bring up his childhood self here, where he is like worried about making a mess and getting in the way of someone who just let him into his home. When really there's no issue, though we might see the type A start to come out of Gary. He's been a little too happy and soft, so he feels like season 1 bubblegum, and I'm looking for a little bit more of like that edge, that control freak that we've known her to be for most of the rest of the series.
Actually, you know what? I'll just do it.
Sorry.
Here we
No, no worries.
go.
Well,
Oh, fuck. He's dating his mother. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's actually terrible. To like, Marshall grew up in a very like controlling environment. Now he's dating someone who not mean, malicious at whatsoever, but he has a very specific way and a very OCD need to like do things a certain way, specifically while Mr. Laissez-faire is like over here in the corner. So he's gonna be trying to, oh, this is gonna be so entertaining.
You haven't met my folks yet.
Oh, fuck.
I mean-
is this gonna be Uncle Gumball? Like those two just switch over to be your parents.
Balls.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's Finn's tree. Love that. Girl has absolutely no chill. Huntress Wizard, still fucking amazing.
What's Marshall gonna think about my childhood home? He grew up in a penthouse. Ugh, I should have planned this more.
Gary, you've seen his mother. She fucking sucks. I think Marshall will be chill with basically anyone after that.
I've never met anyone's parents before. He met my mom. And that was a disaster.
Okay, is that actually someone spying on him, or is that gonna be something crazy like Marshall's dad? Okay, now I'm actually really invested in this.
Huntress!
Do we lose Cake?
By the way, I passed by your old place. The scarab really did a number on it.
I moved to the towers.
Every time I see the park in the background, I just keep imagining Hunter showing up and just seeing this and just shaking his head. And she still hasn't made amends with Hunter after kind of leaving him to hang and dry. DJ Flame seems normal. For now.
All my money goes into this place.
Is that supposed to be Jay and Little Destiny? Like, it's similar hairs, but they're missing, Jay is missing his nose. And that's like such a thing for like the Farm World characters. That's crazy that if it's supposed to be him, that it isn't there.
Make yourself at home.
Babe, don't go back to his place. I'm begging you, do not do this. You fumbled too much and too often recently to put yourself in this situation. Coffee, stay there. Do not be just going over to this man. Well, okay, it might be a recording studio. Still, high chance she's about to run into Fennel, who will then tell Hunter.
Where are we?
Only in Adventure Time would shit like this happen, and I can't even worry about any world building or shit because it's Adventure Time. Even if it seems like utter nonsense, they will explain it effortlessly in either a minute or in like 7 seasons. There's no in between with this show. You just gotta trust the process.
I have to find my way home.
No, I'm supposed to be getting fresh with Imcrown right now.
Oh, they made
Once
the
we get to
plans.
Ooh, we can find. We're in Ooh.
Sorry we're late. Marshall wanted to take 5 buses and double back 3 times to get here.
That sounds fun.
I have no idea who these characters are. They seem brand fucking new for all I know. I guess the mother gun must have split up into 2 different people for this. Oh, we do have some
You're the Marshall Lee.
Bonnie Bell's brother representation in the photos.
We're eating like royalty tonight. Because we're the princes.
Remember how Baba used to watch cooking shows all
That's a
the
good
time?
That's a good dad
He was
joke.
so cute.
That felt good.
At every cat's core is a stone cold killer.
Again, I'm loving this. You know, Kay hasn't been as promised I feel like she could be, but not once did I think she would make such a good foil for Huntress Wizard. These are they're so fun to watch bounce off each other. I do now think I can understand why they kept showing that one promotional image that is clearly from this episode, as they were probably just laughing their asses off about how no one thought that this was just gonna be Huntress Wizard's fucking hand and not Cake standing over her shoulder. Just... Okay, well played, you guys. Well played.
Oh my God.
What the fuck is this? I don't know if this is gonna be like the rest of the season, but they just throw shit in just because. I never know with the show, but you gotta just stick with the process sometimes, you know?
But sometimes when you get controlling about it, you remind me of my mother.
Oh God.
Oh, thank Christ they're just calling that exactly what it was. You know, it wasn't subtext, but I'm extremely happy that they are just straight up saying it. You know, there's just a really good feeling about calling something and they just say, yes, sarcastic course, you were 110 fucking % right. You know, it's just really nice, even if it was, yeah, they were not being subtle about it in the slightest.
You can make one about how I'm basically your mom.
Didn't Gary used to be a lot taller than Marshall? Like, just a little bit? Or am I fucking remembering season 1 wrong?
70K. You have till Sunday.
Girl, you just... What the fuck is that thing? I was about to go on a whole thing about Fionna and her well-intentioned, like, trying to get... I can't stop looking at this thing, and it's driving me... What is it? What the fuck is this dog? Okay, I guess we're doing that. Oh, that's all I can say. I guess that's just the dude who's been following everyone around.
Why wouldn't you want to be your full cat self?
'Cause I'm not a house cat no more.
I chased out all the squatters, boss.
Can't have all those elements around when we break ground for the new hotel.
I mean, yeah, Fionna has worked for basically everyone in town, but the idea that she was just a bouncer for Miss Abadir chasing people out of their home. Yeah, I can kind of see where the guilt complex came from and how it's been truly eating her the fuck alive. Nightmare fuel. Go crazy. Oh, I fucking love her so much. Also, this is like the episode where so many promotional images have been pulled from and most of them are just lies. I love that so much.
I saved and endangered the future.
And you're also missing your date, which is going to be her main concern here.
No, it won't.
Okay, that's the most generous shot of Huntress Wizard they have ever done.
Madam Abadir, we're not alone.
Do whatever it takes to make it happen.
Wow, that... Yikes. I do wonder, though, exactly what Fionna could possibly offer that woman to, like, get her to give her 70K. To her, it's probably chump change, but I really don't want her to be, like, becoming the new spy for Mrs. Abadir. Like, that is, like, the true betrayal of trust that they will... that's the thing that they won't actually forgive Fionna for, and her fucked up mind is thinking, like, this fucking space, this restaurant, that's gonna be, like, not getting it is a bigger L than if she just betrays her friend's trust and just keeps being a snitch. No. Let's not do that. Let's please do not do that. I really want this girl to learn so badly. She's been so bad with all her decisions, but they all track.
Where is she?
Brother, I just spent so much time in my last video reviewing, like, coming up with possibilities for, like, how that wishing eye would work out and how it would cost Simon so much, and they just have it be a fucking joke. Can't be right all the time. All right, that was episode 5 of Fionna and Cake, and this has definitely been a highlight episode for me. I've enjoyed a lot of the antics, the drama, the secondhand embarrassment that I know other people are going to actually die from, but this was just a good episode. Gives a lot of context to Marshall's life, how his relationship with Gary is going, Gary's parents. Get to see fucking Nellie for the first time, and it's all a bunch of sweet shit, and it's also, like, being teed off, and, like, we get, like, more of, like, true magic and multiverse shenanigans. Huntress Wizard and Cake in the Tree is super good, as it really just taking, like, a very simple concept and adding this extra sense of wonder that I have kind of been craving from this show. Yes, what we've been getting so far is good, but seeing them, like, go through the previous events, seeing, like, oh, the retcon that affected this world and how some things stayed the same versus others, that's super neat. And while I enjoy the character writing most of all, having that extra bit of wonder sprinkled on top, I think is really, like, what made this show so special in its first season. Yes, I adored what all they did with Simon, and each one of those AUs was fascinating, like, what they represented and just how fun they were. But just going here and be like, okay, relationship drama, it's good. Fiona's being a bit of a fail girl, but then going the extra mile and saying, okay, here is everything else on top of that, and that really adds this wonderful background where you really are thinking about each individual world. I feel like that is, like, the thing, like, the secret sauce that really made this show so good, and to see it back here and have Huntress Wizard actually be a fucking character instead of, like, a plant. Happy. Enjoying it. It is starting to feel like we're gonna be here for basically the entire season, but if we keep adding that extra bit of spice to all these adventures, I feel like they all will just go over so much better, especially when we're now diving into, like, the Abadir family and Marshall Lee's backstory, which, by the byproduct of him being Marceline, anytime there's a Marceline backstory, it's always fucking peak. Sorry, that's just the rules. All right, this has been Sarcastic Horse. Like, share, and subscribe, all those other things. Almost at 20K now. I honestly did not think this thing would grow that fast. Happy, thank you, appreciate it. Share with your friends so I can keep being annoying and keep doing what is all content creators, which is monetizing. Or in my case, just having an enjoyable way of, like, I'm already gonna watch this thing, I might as well give you guys a little bit of extra stuff on the side. Also remember, this channel could have gone so much worse, as there was a moment where I was considering, why don't I just do a power scaling channel? And then I decided, no, I think I'd much rather just be a shipping son.